Yo guys, welcome back to my drop log. This is now episode 14. Just to go over the rules in case you're new or you want a reminder, I must obtain all dropped items from all unique monsters in the chunk, then I can roll a new one. If a monster or item is locked, I can move on. However, once I have unlocked that monster or item through skilling requirements or quest requirements, I must go back and complete it. I must obtain at least 30 of all rare drop table items, and I do not need to complete all skill requirements in a chunk in order to move on. So the example of that is the pipe crossing in Edgeville. I do not need the agility requirement to move on. So like all accounts, I do have some exceptions. My exceptions, however, are meme drop rates will be assessed at the time. So that is, for example, the 1 out of 1.3 million or whatever the dwarf we'd see drop is from the Shazian skeletons and zombies. Bosses will heavily rely on my current combat gear. For example, Cowfight Queen, I don't think I can kill it yet. I will move on and come back once I deem myself geared enough. Skinner bosses like Wintertodd do not count. All the Revenant drops will count towards all Revenant variants, and Curved Bone and Long Bones do count towards the boss variant, for example, Hill Giants to Obor. Episode 14 of MyDropLocked will be heavily focused on the Slayer locked monster. That's only because that is the direction in which the chunk rolls and the account has taken us. So I can now kill the Sour Hogs, I can now kill the Cave Bug, and I'm 1 XP lamp from a quest to unlocking the Cave Crawlers. As for the objectives of this episode, I would like 1150 total level, I'd like 100 new drops, I'd like to fully complete the drop table for the Cave Bug and the Cave Crawler, and the most important item there being the bronze boots because they are a best in slot gear upgrade. I'd like to complete 10 beginner clues and get 1 curved bone. Now, if you are enjoying the series or you'd like to support me, please do subscribe to the channel, add me in game, join my Discord, or feel free to join my clan chat. After unlocking the chunks and completing the quests, it is now time for me to kill the Sour Hogs. This will be the first Sour Hog kill, and I don't expect too much. The only thing is, I really wanted to get these earlier on in the account where the drops would have had some positive effect, like the runes and the adamant kite shield and the adamant scimitar. That unfortunately is not the case, but I am far too kitted now to really enjoy killing the Sour Hogs. I know for a fact the Toadstool seed will come back and bite me in the arse, but let's hope I don't go too dry on that seed. There is no shot that at 9 KC I have the first, probably of many long bones. That's mad. Like, these things for 9 kills are putting out quite well, to be honest with you. Just let's hope that luck can continue. Kill number 37 on the Sour Hogs, and we have a 1 out of 1601 potato cactus seed. The first Sour Hog trip has been completed at 93 KC. Did get the 3000 coin red drop table drop, as well as the 5 rune javelins, and of course the longbone. As mentioned in the previous episode, I am going to be, and have now completed, the X marks the spot quest. I do get an XP lamp on this which I'll be using in Slayer, and that would then allow me to kill the cave crawlers. Therefore, I can get the bronze boots, which are the only boots that I have, or boot slot I have, that can give me some form of upgrade. It's only a defensive upgrade, very, very minor, but it's better than nothing. Time to go and bank after the second trip of Sour Hogs at 277 cases, so I did manage to get a lot more kills in that trip. I believe I brought better food than I did the first time. Anything to sing and dance about? Not really. 4 snape grass seeds and adamant skin, a grimy lantern herb and an irrit seed. That's about it for that one. We've also decided to complete Ernest the chicken quest, 4 quest points, 300 coins, and I do get access to the kilowatt plane once I have the Slayer level. We're now delving into the Lumbridge Swamp Caves for a second time, and certainly not the last. I'm here to kill the cave crawlers to get the bronze boots. The other drops do consist of the snape grass seed at 1 out of 1630, as well as the watermelon seed. The herbs, of course, Landstein and Dwarfweed at 1 out of 248, and there's a lot of herb lore secondaries here as well. So I finally decided to come and kill some cave crawlers for those bronze boots. I'm only going to grind the bronze boots for now. I will come back and finish the cave crawlers as well as the cave bugs later. I just really want to get them done. I know it's such a minor defense upgrade, but I think it could potentially help a little bit at Sour Hog so I can save some food. It is safe to say I was not expecting the snape grass seed in 50 KC. Before the bronze boots from the cave crawlers, the snape seed is the rarest drop, so I've done that, but I still do not have my bronze boots. And then 13 kills after the snape seed, I have my bronze boot of 63 KC. Bronze boots done. My current best in slot boots for a very, very long time. I have now returned to Sour Hogs with my fresh boots on, and I just got myself a rune bar. I do not know the drop rates, I don't study the drop rates of all of the monsters. I probably should, especially the red drop table ones. I lose track of what they are, but there's a runite bar from the red drop table from the Sour Hogs. I was not expecting Canatine Seed, a 1 out of 3,202, I believe, in 291 kills. These things are given out quite well, so maybe I won't go dry on anything. Famous last words? 2 long bones by the time I hit the drop rate of 1. Do you know what? Do that for the curved bone, and then we're talking, okay? Okay, so I've planted a new maple tree for one very specific reason. I am getting close to 44 farming, which means I can +3 boost and finally plant some watermelons, therefore creating super compost, therefore getting more herbs using the super compost, if that makes sense. I thought it would get me a level, but I did get a Hespori seed, so there's always, a positive to take from that, but I'll be very, very close then to 44 farming, probably once I've done this farm run. I normally wouldn't record this, but the Adamant Kite Shield is 1 out of 110 drop. 468 would have been the drop for that, so 4 times the drop rate just for an Adamant Kite Shield. I mean, bless up the account, man. We do now have ourselves a Quam Seed, 577 kills for a 1 out of 1,423 drop, I believe. It'll be on the screen as always. I have actually completed an easy clue. I probably won't get anything. I'm not expecting yet. See, I'm not expecting much at all. Just a black sword, nature runes, fire runes. I will get something good soon enough. I have to hold that hope, but I really doubt it. We do now have ourselves 44 farming. I can now +3 boost using the garden pie to plant my watermelon seeds. It's nice to finally use all of those seeds that we've accumulated over however many thousands of kills that we have, and been able to use them and see them slowly go down, but then seeing my herbs and my other stuff go up. It's a really nice feeling, to be honest. It kind of rewards all of the long grinds and hard work that I've put into this series. Since the last farming clip, I've gained 50,000 farming XP. All I've been doing is here, farming away with the seeds that I have, which in the grand scheme of it, 50,000 does not seem like a lot, but when you have strawberry seeds, watermelon seeds, limperette seeds, and any type of herb seed, it is quite a lot of XP. In that time, as you can see by the cash stack in my inventory, I have high-alked all of the useless duplicate items that I had, including all of the rune full helms from the lesser demons, and all of the duplicate rune items from Obor. I've also done U longbows with the flax and the bowstring that I had in my bank. I've out all of those, and the 100 plus earth staffs that I had from the Earth Warrior grind. All of that means this 900k that I have in my inventory and the 400k odd I have in my bank means I will officially be a Runescape millionaire on the DropLocked account, 1 chunk at a time, get every drop in the Runescape account. This is safe to say I was not expecting this drop. The shield left half at 1,300 kills. I am not looking up the drop rates, it will just depress me. This item is essentially useless for me and only useful for an achievement diary, which I am so far away. So it is a little bit redundant, but it's a cool thing to have. But I do not want to know how rare this is. What the fuck? That is 40 kills after the shield left half. I get the Dragon Med Helm. The rare drop table from these things is, I told you earlier, it's nuts. And this just continues to show how good this is. I can't use this now, but for the cave bugs and the cave crawlers, that would be very, very useful. I really wanted to try out my new red spiky helmet, so I've come to cave bugs. I should be able to one-hit these things, I believe. Yes, I can. And as you can see by the drops on screen, nothing really to get annoyed about, just the standard herbs and a couple of the runes, and that's it really. So this should not take me too long. We are 21 kills in, and we have the rarest drop from cave bugs, or the joint rarest drop in the grimy lanterdime. 2 kills later, or 3 kills later, I guess, there's the grimy dwarf weed done. That's the 2 rarest drops from cave bugs completed. It's just the rest of the herbs and some of the 1 out of 128 drops. And there is the snape grass. I have 1 drop left, which is the empty candle lantern. Go away, dude. And then I'm done already, which would be very, very quick. And then we have the last drop from the cave bugs, meaning they have been completed at 131 KC. It just felt fitting to go to the cave crawlers after the cave bugs, and I did just get myself the grimy dwarfweed. So this isn't anything new or anything exciting, no drop or anything, but just to highlight 4 dwarfweeds in 140 kills and not a single Lantadine. Its RNG is a weird thing. Considering they are the same drop rate, very weird. Kill number 149. We've received the first watermelon seed, which is also 1 out of 630, so that is, the joint rarest item from these. Just a sweet corn seed and a Lantadine seed left to go. So this is a snake grass seed number 3, and I didn't record the second one because it wasn't that significant, but I've struggled with this drop so much in other monsters, and it's so easy here. 3 and 415 kills, not even at the drop rate for 1 yet. And there we finally have it, the sweet corn seed, 458 kills. Who knew it takes so long and be so rare? And then we have it, 618 kills on the count for cave crawlers, and we finally have ourselves the grimy Lantadine. I went through 5 dwarfweed drops, which are the same drop rate, over 248, and 4 snapegrass seeds, which is way higher of a drop rate. It's weird how it works, but it's done at 618. So now that I've done with everything else, I feel like I owe some clue scrolls from the last episode. So I have myself some beginner clues, only 5 of them. That's just kind of what I have, but I am going to go and get 5 more after this. So let's open it. Nothing. Typical. Oh, a sandwich lady hat. I'm only oohing because it's a unique, and we've seen what my luck is here. Nothing great. That could have been a drop. And nothing. I'm going to go do some more. Another 5 beginner clues. And do we get anything new this time? I'm going to say no. Earth runes on a hat. Air runes on a hat. Body runes. Nope. And no. I've gone massively dry on the longbone since, but a longbone drop with an easy clue is quite rare. And I've only just learned that the longbone drops in a different square. That's quite cool. 45 death runes. That is the first time seeing that on the rare drop table. I'll put the rate on screen. I don't actually know what it is, but annoyingly kind of rare for just 45 death runes. We do now have ourselves 5 curve bones. I was not paying attention. 5 curve bones. So I've got 3 in about 400 kills, which is quite cool. But to end that trip, I did also get 2 Renar seeds, which brings me to 5 total overall for Sow Hogs. But I'm pretty sure that also means 100 Renar seeds overall, which means I'm going to start farming these. I said I was going to wait to 100, and I'm now there. So time to farm my Renar seeds. Yep, just for clarification, Renars, once I deposit these 2, 100 total Renar seeds, 1.7 mil in seeds. They've dropped a lot. 17k for Renars, that's crazy, but hey, it's quite cool. I'm going to start farming those, and my overall longbone is 55. Hidden behind my inventory is a Toadstool seed. Look at that. 1,904 kills, and we have the rarest drop from the Sour Hogs done. I thought this would be an absolute pain as revenge from the hobgoblins, but hey, it's done. We have a very sporadic, easy casket that kind of came out of nowhere, but let's open it. Anything? Nope. No, nothing to get my hopes up with. Now, this might seem quite insignificant, but it's a 1 out of 1,067 cactus seed. That's the first one, so it's another item ticked off the list. Sour Hogs, you sexy son of a bitches. Sexy sons of bitches is probably the correct term that I mean, but fuck. Curved bone. 2,000 KC. That certainly beats the 13,000 KC on the Hill Giants. That's crazy. I don't think I'm going dry here. I think I might have these done very, very quickly. That is insane. A 2,000 KC curved bone. I did just get something pretty cool, but it's not on the floor and you can't really see it. But 67 nature runes and a long bone. So if you don't know, the 67 nature runes is rare drop table, mixed with the 1 out of 400 long bone. That's pretty bloody rare, and I'm telling you, I'm very very lucky at these things. I spotted a little Lantadine seed, the 3rd rarest seed, I guess, from Sour Hogs, and I have it in, I still believe, under the drop rate. I don't know whether to be annoyed by 2 curved bones in 3000 KC. Literally 1000 kills after the other curved bone. I think it's trying to perhaps make up for how painful the hill giants were. Doesn't make it better though. So today is the day that Forestry has come out. I'm just going to obtain my Forestry kit, and I'm here at the Willows because this is the only place I can actually do Forestry. I think I would do use normally by Sears, maybe that might be a good place to do it, but I'm just going to be here. I do want to get 80 fletching at some point, so it's kind of good timing, and I want to see what these mini games are like, so I'll be here for quite a while. Fast forward a few hours, and I do have enough infused bark to get the log brace, which essentially holds 28 logs for me, so I can extend my trips. I've been here with Get Every Drop to keep me company because God, the chat here is awful. It's basically Winter Todd, but more annoying. I do now have 80 woodcut, and I started off at 75. I am now on 80. Been there a while. The log brace is very useful. You can have a look at 6,000 bark now, and a lot of leaves, which I don't really know if there's anything I could do with them, to be honest. And I do have 5,500 willow logs, which would be very nice for once I fletch those into willow longbows for the 80 fletching goal. So that's going to be a wrap for episode 14 of my drop log. So just to go over the objectives which I set at the start and to assess my progress towards those. So I did wish to complete the cave bugs, the cave crawlers, obtain the bronze boots, 10 beginner clue scrolls, and 1 curved bone, 1,150 total level with 100 new drops. So I did indeed complete the cave bugs, and I did complete the cave crawlers, at the same time obtaining the bronze boots. I did complete 10 clues, and I did get 1, I even got 2 curved bones, as well as some crazy luck with the rare drop table items. I did finish with over 1,150 total level, and I over exceeded the 100 drops by getting 136 new drops in this episode. Now if you did enjoy, please drop a like, comment, of course please do subscribe. If you want to join my Discord, there will be a link in the description, and if you would like to join my clan chat in game, just add me and we can get that arranged.